Hey Avid fam, I'm going to show you what I would like you to do this week in regards to your 4-year plan and your registration forms. So on Shelby, in the Avid section, you've got an assignment called 4-year plan. It's locked right now on my screen, but it will be available to you on the 6th. If you click it, and then you click shared items, and here's the explanation of the assignment. We're focusing on the importance of planning ahead in regards to your high school courses. Registration is very overwhelming, and this is supposed to help you feel a little less scared about it. This is probably going to look very familiar. I imagine you did a lot of this in advisory because we have actually registered for next year already. The important thing to note is that there are 3 registration forms below. And then there's also something called a credit check form that tells you how many credits you need in order to graduate and in what kinds of classes you need them in. There's also a link to the website. You have the whole week to do this. What I recommend is you spend a little time on it today and then revisit it every day because it's a lot of work. You can't really save it for Sunday night. It's not going to work very well. Okay, so first of all, the registration website. You've probably seen this already in advisory, but for the purpose of this activity, I want you to make sure that you're looking at course listings and that you're looking by department, not necessarily by grade. You could do that, I guess, if you wanted to, but department is going to give you a wider variety of the options so that you can just be planning ahead for more than just next year, more than just 11th grade. You can see what options you have for the next 3 whole years. So, going back to Shelby. Then I've got a credit check form for you. So a lot of your advisors have this. You may or may not have seen it. For me, I do this for my advisees, so they've never seen this. But basically, it breaks down every grade. And the blue stuff that I highlighted are your core classes, like your absolute requirements that you must have. And the yellow are the electives. So as you get older, your electives get a longer and longer list, okay? So you have a lot more options as you get older. 9th grade, you have the least amount. So these colors kind of correspond with colors on the registration forms. That's why I did that one. But this is a really good place to go over here just to see the totals of your credits. So remember, 1 credit is 1 semester, and a quarter is going to be a half a credit. So by the end of this year, you will have already finished 2 whole credits of English. Okay, if you pass both semesters of English, you finish 2 credits. So technically, over here at the 8 credits left, you only have 6 left. Okay, does that make sense? Okay. So what I'm asking you to do is fill out these 3 forms. So if you go to 10th grade registration form, I tried to make it color-coded for you to make it easy. I don't want you to worry about this cross-off stuff on the bottom. We're not worrying about that right now. I just want you to see what is already required of you and what you have the freedom to choose. Okay, you've already seen this one. You've probably already signed up. You can feel free to fill it in to the best of your memory as far as what you signed up for next year. But world history and biology, they're already taken care of, so you can ignore those. Math and English, you need a full year of math and a full year of English. They are blue/green because that means you have to pick which math and which English. You can do that by clicking over here. These are the English options. These are the math options. You can also check out the registration book by department. Let's go with math. If you want a little bit more of a definition of all of the classes. Math is nice also because it gives you this flow chart and it tells you which math you probably should be in based on what you've taken before. Okay, back to Shelby. All right. So the yellow stuff is your elective choices, okay? So AVID is also an elective, but AVID is a 4-year program. So the expectation is that you are in it every year. And I want you to see that even with AVID taking up an elective spot every year, you still have a lot of options. And they're just going to get more and more as you get older. The options are definitely limited as a freshman and sophomore, but that's the same for everybody. So you're going to fill in each one of these is a quarter. So say you want to take foods and then maybe welding, or maybe you want to take Spanish, that would be 1 semester here and then another semester here. 11th grade, similar thing. The blue are the core classes that you absolutely have to take, but you have to just pick which one. Chemistry, you can take 1 semester of chemistry, or you can take a full year. That's why It's blue here, but then there's a yellow option over here. Something to note, in 11th grade, you all of a sudden have a lot more English choices. So you have to take one writing course and 3 lit courses over the course of junior and senior year. Okay, these are our current choices. Got all these electives. Wow, cool. Right. And then senior year. All of a sudden, it's super, super free. You have to at least take a full year of English. You just have to decide which 2 semesters you're going to take. You have to take 1 semester of econ, and then you'll have 12th grade AVID, and then look at all these quarters you can fill up with stuff. Great. For a quick review on how to add things, say you are over here in the English department and you're looking at lit courses for 11th and 12th grade, and you're like, Shakespeare, that looks really cool. Okay, the number is 1147. I'm going to add that into my plan. You can click one of these boxes, this text box, and then click and say Shakespeare 1147. And then click outside and resize it. And then move it around so it kind of lines up, and then click off of it. And there you go. You've signed up for that. Okay? So the purpose of this assignment is just to get you looking at registration. This is not actual registration, okay? So don't panic if you're like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what classes I want to take. I just want you to get a feel for it. You're not committed to this registration form by any means, but I want you to have an understanding of the options that are provided for you and when you'll be able to take them, because we do have a lot of options for you and a lot of flexibility as you get older. If you have any questions on this, please ask me. I'm not an expert. That's Mrs. Grant, the guidance counselor, who would be better at that than I am, but I can answer some general questions. Again, don't worry about these bottom boxes here, these backup courses. I just want you to look at the top portion. Make this your ideal schedule. So if you know you want to take college comp for language arts, then put it in there. Even if you're like, oh, I don't know if I'll be recommended for that, or I don't know if I'm going to pass the test for that, just put it in there. Make it your ideal schedule. As an AVID student, as you reach 11th grade, we do require you to take at least 1 advanced course or AP course. So if you reach 11th grade and you're not taking an advanced course or something, that should really be your goal. 10th grade is to try to make sure that you have classes that are lining you up to take an advanced course 11th and 12th grade in some sort of content area.